Am I right? Am I? And I just left the whole entire episode exactly the way it was. I cut out all the dead air. I made sure that the show smoothly went across, conversation there was no dead air for the worst part. That's the worst thing you can have on a podcast show or any kind of show or anything where you're trying to keep the audience engaged, is to have dead air. You don't want to have, now granted, there are parts where you go, well, I never thought about it that way. And as long as there's, some kind of verbal sound, the person will hang on to your every word. This is part of the editing process. But if you just go, I don't, you got to cut that shit out. You got to keep that thing, you got to keep that train moving. You got to keep that horse going up the track. So I took offense to her thing saying that, I was making the show more entertaining than it was educational. And my wife was saying, well, it's not up to me to make the show educational. It's up to the host that's on the show to make it educational. And I'm like going, but you don't understand. I was cutting out all the entertaining stuff and leaving the educational stuff. That's where I was going with it. So there you have it. If I'm right, I'm right. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't know. It could go either way. That was it. That was a conversation we had. So I was so mad. I was so mad at myself. You're not supporting me. You're not on my side. That type deal. That I was like, I wrapped everything up. She's like, you all right? I'm like, yeah, I'm just thinking about what we talked about and just trying to figure out how to make everything. I'm sitting in my chair and watching Paradise. I don't want to watch it, but I'm watching it. And I'm just sitting there and I'm like going, yeah, all right. Yeah, are you okay? This is later on. I said, yeah, babe, I'm fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. We're good and everything's happy. But it was just that, I don't know the conversation that was there. All right, guys, I'd like to thank you for listening to me work all this stuff out. Okay? Talk to you later. See you. Bye.